Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchunwobi. If you're new here, welcome on board. So today I'll be showing you guys how I transform my clients. So this video is more like an in-depth skin work tutorial plus how I achieved her soft smoky eye glam. I know I've done makeup before on her, but then I was like, I'm definitely going to show you guys how I achieved this beautiful look. So if you want to know how I did, please stay back and keep on watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and please engage in the comment section because I'll be right there to answer all your questions. Thank you. So guys, before I started off with her skin prep, I had to take off her facial hairs because I really wanted her foundation to be very flawless. So I had to take out her facial hairs. Then I went ahead to moisturize and prime. I'm definitely going to do a video on how I prep my client's skin, both priming and moisturizing and everything. So moving on, I used two foundations, the Hudabeauty in Machiato. So I mixed it with Hegai and Esther foundation in butter, and guys, I'm loving this combination. Can't you see how flawless it looks on her skin? Like, I don't know how else I'm going to emphasize on this. Like, it is so perfect, so perfect. So you guys already know my favorite beauty blender, which is from Glam Cosmetics. That was actually what I used in blending in the foundation. And if you can see, I'm trying to avoid the whole baby hair, not to stain the baby hair, so I'm taking it one step at a time. Well, forget that the video is actually on fast forward. I really took my time to blend the foundation because I really want to achieve a very flawless finish. And you guys already know me, I'm very intentional when it comes to applying makeup. I take it one step at a time. So these are the two foundations I use, guys. Trust me, these two combo is the shiznit. Okay, so the next thing I did was to contour her face, and I needed to show you guys what the foundation looks like on her, the match with her body and all. So I went ahead to contour her face, and I didn't really go deep. You know, sometimes most people prefer to go darker, but for me, I really don't. I really love to use like a shade or two shades darker foundation for my contour. So for the contour, I used my blackopal beauty foundation in beautiful bronze, and this was so perfect. I mean, all my extremely yellow clients, this foundation is actually what I use to contour their faces. I'm going to leave the previous makeup I did on her some months back up there so you guys can watch it. If you watch it, you can also see that I use almost the same products for her skin tone. So this video is basically about in-depth skin work and also how I created the eye makeup. I know it's subtle, but I just had to film it for you guys. So keep on watching if you really want to know how I achieved this look. So if you can see, I'm taking it one step at a time to blend my contour because I really don't want to have harsh lines. So using this Becca brush, this is the brush I usually use to apply my moisturizer, but I went ahead to use it for contour because I really don't want the color or the shade to shift, or rather move to another part of the face where I don't want it to be. So I'm taking it one step at a time to blend, and after that I will still go in with my beauty blenders. You can see how I diffused this shade into her skin because I'm really trying to avoid harsh lines. This is me being intentional, and I hope that when you are also applying your own makeup, you will be as intentional as I am, because I really don't want people, or rather myself, to even fault my work. So this is how serious I get when it comes to blending my skin work. I blend it because for me makeup is all about the skin and not just the eyes, the popping of eyes. I can actually not do anything on the eyes so far my skin work is popping. So guys, I hope you really understood what I explained now. So you can see how well blended it is. You can't really place that there's a line somewhere. You can just see that everything, there's a shadow in some part of the face. So I actually created the dimension I needed. So next I went in with this cream blush. It's actually not a blush, it's a lip palette from Blossom Cosmetics, and I decided to use less products. So guys, I really want to lay emphasis on this part of makeup on her skin. I noticed that she actually has like I don't know how to explain it. Her cheeks are more like longer, or rather bigger. I don't know how to explain it, but I really didn't want it to appear bigger or look drawn down. I don't know the right word to use, so I needed to use minimal blush. And if you notice, I kept on blending and blending, and I first of all used the same brush I used for my contour because I really don't want to, you know, transfer the product. So I blended just right there, and if you notice, I didn't also take it down the line. You can see the line from her nose down to her cheeks. Okay, she has really prominent cheeks. This one is not prominent cheekbones, these are prominent cheeks. So I really didn't want to make it even more prominent by adding more blush. So I concentrated on the high points of the cheek and the cheekbones while I was blending, because I don't want it to be bigger than it is already or more prominent. So you can see that I'm taking my time to really blend in that blush just for it to diffuse into the contour I did earlier on. So you can't really say that, oh, this is where the contour stopped and this is where the highlight stopped. I hope you understood what I just said now, but if you don't, please make sure you know, send in your questions in the comment section. I'm definitely going to reply you. So moving on, I had to contour her nose. I really wanted a well-defined nose. You guys already know that I'm not really a fan of nose snatching, but I just had to do it because, yeah, this is a birthday glam and my girl needed to pop with her dress. So I needed to, you know, define everywhere, make sure that everything is in place, well contoured, well highlighted, well blushed, everything. Okay, so you don't need to be scared of the lines. Sorry, my phone rang. I had someone calling me. I forgot to put my phone on silent. So okay, so I needed to blend that line because I don't want it in any way harsh at all, like at all. So I had to blend it really down, you know, just like I did to the face. So I did my baking off camera because already I have a lot of videos that I showed you guys how I baked and set the face. So moving on, I used this beautiful powder I got from, it was sent to me as a PR package. I got the powder from Blossom Cosmetics and it's in the shade Butter too, just like the foundation I use from Hegai and Esther. They have the same shade name. So this one is the powder in Butter, but the butter actually is orange undertone, and is it orange? Sorry, it's too yellow for her because she's yellow but a lighter yellow. So I felt that the yellow would be too much for her or even make her look darker. So I had to mix it up with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium golden. So afterwards I went in to do her brows, guys. This brow pencil is my new new love. Like, I love it so much. Bell's Beauty, you guys need to actually send them a DM and order yours. I love the fact that it's lightweight and it pops whenever I line. It's not like when I line it doesn't show. I like the fact that it's so natural, and the good thing is that it's also good for light, medium to light and dark skin. So you can actually buy, and I'm sure you guys love the brows, you know, so you guys should buy this pencil from Bell's Beauty. So moving ahead to eyeshadow, I use my Morphe 3503 3502. Yeah, that's what I used to achieve this eyeshadow. I practically use, I think, one shade of eyeshadow. Okay, I used a lighter brown and I went in with a darker brown just to smoke the outer V. And while I was smoking, what I did, I tried to create that foxy thing, you know. It's not really foxy, but I just wanted to have this cat eye effect because my client actually has natural cat eye, so I wanted to, you know, intensify the cat eye she already has. So using a blending brush, this brush, you guys already know my favorite blending eyeshadow brushes. This is from Beverly. I got it from AliExpress. So this is the dark eyeshadow. So I'm going to just smoke the outer corner of her eyelid with it and, you know, create the smoky eye effect, or rather a cat eye effect in that area. Well, I noticed in all my videos I have brown. I do a lot of brown. And guys, I love smoky eyes. I don't know why, but I just love smoky eyes. It's my it's my everyday thing. I can do it with pigments, with glitters, or I can just leave it that way. So if you guys notice, I basically didn't use pigment here, but later on I had to line her eyes. So for her tear ducts, I used the light gold, like it's a champagne gold. That was what I used. Is it a light gold? No, it's like a brown gold. It's not so light. I just used it on her tear duct and took it a little bit into her lid because I didn't want it to just be on the tear duct. So I went ahead to line her eyes off camera, which I used my favorite inflglot gel liner, and afterwards I went in with this glitter eyeliner from Msmetics. So I just lined, but if you notice that I didn't let the liner get to the end of the eyelid because I wanted it to just be emphasized on the inner corner of her eyelid. So I popped on some lashes from Msmetics, which I did off camera, and now I'm using this black pencil. I really love this pencil. I got it from, I didn't actually buy it, they sent it to me from Yangabeauty. Okay, the name is Eyetitude Smooth Gel Liner. I love the fact that it's very pigmented. I mean, one swipe you're already good to go, but you know, I really wanted her waterline to be very dark, so I had to go ahead and do it the second time to even pop better. So guys, however you want it, whether light or darker, you can actually achieve it. So with this pencil, I really love it. I didn't need to use my inflglot gel liner because you guys already know I'm used to using inflglot gel liner to line the waterline, but this time around I decided to use this pencil, which I actually love so much. So for her lips, I used 3 lipsticks. Guys, my client actually has very bold lips, you can see that, and I really wanted to, you know, make it appear very small. I know you guys feel that when you use gloss, it actually makes the lips appear bigger, but well, I think so too, but I still use gloss on her and her lips didn't appear bigger. So the lip shades I used, the brown one is from Urban Beauty in Cocoa. The nude is from Zickel and is in nude. And the orange one I used up last was the Bougie in Cosmetics. So you guys already know I love this Bougie, and it seems like I'm getting so used to it that I use it on almost everybody. I'm sorry about that, but my clients are not complaining. So I needed to really define the corners of her lips. And another thing, and I needed to let you guys know, because of her bold lips, I did not overline her lips. In fact, you can actually see the borders of her lip. I tried to line her lips just below the borders, because if you actually overline the lip, to give you bigger, bolder lips, which we're not trying to lay emphasis on that because she already has bolder lips. So this is me trying to really define those lips and make sure that it's properly done, so that whatever I'm putting next is going to sit well. So trying to blend in that brown so I don't have harsh lines. So after this, I went ahead to add the nude. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't really understand why I added the nude before the, the Bougie, but I noticed that it actually made it lighter. So I blended the nude into the brown, trying to make sure that the lines between the nude and the brown does not exist. So this is blending it so that when I place the orange, it's not going to look like there's a harsh line. So I took my time to really blend in between, just the way you guys blend eyeshadow. You know, when you blend eyeshadow, you don't leave the lines looking like it's a Nigerian flag. Yeah, I always say this to my students. So I had to blend the lines. You see that now that I already added the Bougie, it's not having any harsh line whatsoever. Like everything is properly blended in, no harsh lines anywhere. So I really took my time to blend, you know, because once the gloss comes on, it's going to be clean. So if it's not properly blended and you place gloss is even going to make the harsh lines even more obvious. So this is me trying to still blend it again. So I really took my time to blend it. So guys, when you're doing anything, leave anything, take your time to blend every single thing. So I went ahead to use my gloss from Cosmetics, and it's a clear gloss, and the clear gloss is in Clear. That's the name of the shade, Clear. So, oh sorry, I forgot. Before then, I actually went in with the Blossom palette. I just added a little bit of the nude and orange from the Blossom palette just to blend over the lippy. If you notice, it actually made it appear brighter. It's not looking too orange anymore. So that was, I now used the gloss already. I already explained to you guys. I used the gloss, and that's the finished look. So guys, I don't know what you guys think, but I actually don't feel that the lips appeared bigger from, I would have actually put her lips before, but if you look at the two, you can see that it's not so big. It's not even big. So I went ahead to spray the face with this new spray that I love so much. This is Morphe spray. So I really love it because it's also very hydrating and takes every powder effect. So the next thing I did was highlight her face, and if you guys noticed, where I'm placing the highlighter is in between the cheekbones and the cheek, because I really don't want her cheek to appear bigger, so I use less highlighter. So this highlighter is Anastasia Beverly Hills in Sunset Aurora. I really love it so much. I would have used the Fenty, but I feel that Fenty will give her a very harsh yellow. I don't know, but I didn't just want to use Fenty. So this was really cool on her because it's more like a rose. It has rose gold, and in between yellow and rose gold, so it's close to Fenty but not so yellow like Fenty. So I just had to highlight. So nextly, signature, I had to finish up with the hair, and it's a finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know it's very short, but I needed to make it short so I don't bore you guys. So Lee Signature finished up the hair, and the look, we're good. This is the end of it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.